Hey, what's going on? My name is Jack Lane. Welcome back to a brand new video here at the channel. Exciting things ahead. Exciting things. Kevin Feige has made a comment on something that maybe he shouldn't have done. Because now a lot of people will be now wanting it. Screen Rant have done an article. And this is what the article says. Kevin Feige comments on possible Marvel and DC crossover. Do we need to really go on? I will anyway. The chances of Marvel and DC crossover in the future have been addressed. The Marvel Cinematic Universe continues to move full steam ahead, with Marvel Studios confirmed to appear at San Diego Comic-Con to make some important reveals about the state of future MCU projects. James Gunn's DC Universe is on another path, with the DCU's Chapter 1 only starting this December with the animated Creature Commandos. Still, there are those who already want to see the MCU and the DCU crossover, and that is something Marvel's chief has thought about. Speaking to Collider, Marvel Studios' Kevin Feige said the door is open for an MCU and DCU crossover, but there are no plans for it. Feige interestingly noted that he thinks about it occasionally, as most of the two comic book giants do. However, with the DCU still establishing itself and the MCU set to debut the X-Men and Fantastic Four and more in the coming years, a crossover would still be far away. However, there is hope. We'll never say never. Feige, this is the full statement Feige made, and it goes on as so. I mean, I think about it occasionally, like any fan would think about it. I don't know when in the heck that would ever happen or how that would happen, but we've been talking too long for me to go, never. We'd never be able to do that. We'll never say never, but no plans. The other thing that should be noted, while it should be a distant event, it's something that's in the distant future, an MCU/DCU crossover is now more possible than before when the DCU was alive. The main reason for that are the changes DC has gone through with the creation of DC Studios. James Gunn is now the creative chief of all things DC movies and series. As is known, Gunn directed the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy and special presentation at Marvel Studios. That previous relationship between Gunn and Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige could make it easier for Marvel and DC to cross over. Feige even visited the set of Gunn's Suicide Squad, which also shows just how on good terms the two are. The DCU bosses commented on the possibility of a crossover happening. Gunn shared interesting comments about a Marvel DC crossover, saying it is now more likely due to his DC Studios position, and that he would be lying to say that we haven't discussed it. So him and Kevin Feige, it says it there, they've discussed this. With Feige and Gunn open to Marvel and DC crossover, the perfect way for that to happen has already been established. The MCU is currently in the middle of the multiverse saga, and DC has had a multiverse project in the cinematic landscape and TV's Arrowverse. That means the general audience is well versed in the multiverse, which is the plot device that would allow the Marvel and DC universes to come together for a movie in the future. Perhaps major villains from both universes unite to rule the multiverse, and the heroes have to team up to take them down. Here's my thoughts on it. You can't make that sort of comment and never live up to it. They can't go, we're going to make this comment, and then go, oh, we both spoke about it, but we're not going to do it for the distant future. They're going to do it eventually. If the DCU is successful, they're going to do it. How it should be done is 6 movies. 3 movies produced by Marvel, 3 movies produced by DC. And they do these multiverse saga movies separately. So one year we get one from Warner Brothers, one year we get one from Marvel Disney. Warner Brothers DC, I mean. And we get them one a year for 6 years. And they're its own self-contained thing. They have no impact on the future of the MCU, no impact on the future of the DCU. And they just play about with it and they have fun. So the first 2 films could be the heroes fighting the heroes. You know, you could just have a lot of fun with it. I think doing one self-contained film wouldn't be enough. Doing a three-parter would, but doing like six, like a saga or sort of a complete story where you go from good guys versus good guys to bad guys versus bad guys to then them versus whatnot. And you actually find out that it was Doomsday and Thanos that put together this plan. Or they do another character in the MCU. Galactus or something like that. Or they not Doomsday, Darkseid. They did like Darkseid. The reason why I want Darkseid and Thanos is they're so very similar. Like in looks. So I'm all for it. Honestly, I'm all for it. Do I think this could happen? Eventually, it will happen eventually. I'm sure. I'm sure they're going to sit down and have this conversation again in 5 years' time. Be like, look, let's do it. We know that DC's got a 10-year plan. Maybe it'll be the end of the 10-year plan. We know Marvel's about to reveal their next 10-year plan. What if by 2035 we get this? What if we get Marvel versus DC? Maybe we can have some games first. Actually, I really want that now. Why can't I just call up James Gunn and Kevin Feige and be like, look, can you just give NetherRealm the licensing to do a Marvel fighting game, Marvel and DC fighting games, where the story is whatever they create, and just do like an Injustice 2 type story game with, or like Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe. Why not do a couple of them? DC versus Marvel. DC versus Marvel. Universes collide, and get stories and games that like have titles, and you do one of them every like 2 years. What's the worst? Like, you could have Bane versus the Hulk, and Hulk go, Hulk smash, and Bane could go, I don't care, and it would just be kind of fun. Like, game wise, I think that would work. Movie wise, same thing. Let's get this going. Let's start a trend. Hashtag DC Marvel collide. That should be the hashtag. Hashtag DC Marvel collide. And we just talk about movies, TV on there, how we want like a movie project, maybe a TV project to explain what's going on. There's so much stuff they could do with it that I think it's too good of an idea not to do. And to be honest, I have to say this. I love that photo. Unfortunately, these lot won't be in it. And neither will these lot. So, nah. Maybe we could get them back. Just do an offshoot with these lot in them. Because I think Superman, the issue is Batman could probably take out Hawkeye, Black Widow, Cap, Iron Man. He'd probably have a Hulkbuster suit of his own. He's never met Hulk, but he's going to have one of his own. I just have that feeling. So maybe we could just get like the old Avengers back, the old Justice League back, and be like, right, let's do this movie. Why not? Come on, Marvel. Come on, DC. This is what we want. Even if it's James Gunn's DCU characters. Come on, this is what we want. It's interesting how he's commented on it. He's given a lot of hope to a lot of comic book fans like me who have wanted to see this for a long time. I've always wanted to see what Batman would do against the Hulk. I've always wanted to see what Batman would do against Thor. You know, like a Batman with prep time, which is why I think we should have like 6 films. If Batman goes into it going, right, I know how to defeat, like, Batman should spend one of the entire films just in his Batcave that is merged at the bottom of Avengers Tower, but they don't know it. And he's just typing away, going, right, okay, I can take out the big green guy like that. Oh, Thor, he's a god of thunder. That's fine. I'll make a bat suit that's resistant to lightning. So when he zaps Thor with lightning, it just and shoots it back at him. You know, Batman would create the ultimate defense for Superman, Wonder Woman, Cyborg, Aquaman, Flash, all that lot. Just try and stop them. I think it's gonna be really. It's a great idea. It's got me quite hyped. Kind of wishing it was happening. Kind of wish this was him confirming they were doing it. But they're not. But it could happen. It could. So, with that being said, I'll see you on the next one, and goodbye for now. Of course, as always, drop a like, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and leave me a comment. Do you want this? Because I do. And the other thing that we always say on this channel is stay cinematic. See you in the next one.